Okay. Tig Whippy's things crash your Discord.
Hit the play button and then crash.
Boom!
What a way to start.
Oh, the direct Twitch stream crash.
That's just how
Yeah.
Tig Whippy's rolls. It's just so awesome that it crashes everything. And that's how we start.
So great, you need to restart.
Okay,
Good
we will.
evening.
Let's go back to the opening again.
Oh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Good evening, people. How are you doing?
Good.
Oh, good.
Are you talking to me? I'm
I
fine.
thought you were talking to chat.
I'm talking to everyone.
I think everybody in chat is also currently on the call, so...
There's some people in there. So yes, a good evening, everybody. It's season 2, episode 24 of the Game One Players Out podcast. I am Lord Teammaker, aka Will McKellar, and joining me, as always, up there in the corner there, it's James Atkinson,
Hi.
and above us, with his lovely smiley face, it's Hergelman.
He hasn't sent me a new image.
I'm explaining the camera process to a dear friend and my darling.
And who's also joining us on the podcast as well tonight, it's Kura. Has now gone silent. So, but on tonight's show,
Chris, is this your Canadian girlfriend?
My Canadian girlfriend. But yes, of course.
Of course. Of
Yes.
course.
I am a pro football player. I believe I caught the reference. I'm not sure though. I don't sports ball.
You know sports ball? No, the Canadian girlfriend being that obviously when everybody was in high school and you said you had a girlfriend, but you didn't really, you say that she's from Canada.
See, I thought that was because someone in football did that and then got caught.
Maybe. If so, I don't know that reference. I just was about to run with what you started with, because I do know sports ball. I know both American sports ball and British sports ball better than the British person in this group.
yep, yes you do.
I just know electronic sports ball to some degree.
Microtransactions, the games. That's what they are
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah. I call it wallet ping pong.
Wallet ping pong. Exactly.
It's fancy wallet simulator. 27.
Exactly. And then we obviously know what the ultimate nerd sports ball is data mining for Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency. That is obviously the
Gorgeous, I thought it was Rocket League.
I thought it was Rocket League. It could be. That's what they're doing on the
Will,
side.
as the foremost expert of Rocket League.
Wow. We could call it Racket League because, you know.
Racket League.
It wasn't published by EA, it's Racket League now.
Thankfully not. Otherwise it'd be like loot boxes and bloody microtransactions.
No,
Every
you can tell Rocket League is not a thing that's really been totally Americanized yet, because obviously there's no Trans Ams in there, right? You can't be a Trans Am. You can't put a Confederate flag on any of it, and the Dukes of Hazzard horn is not a thing. So without those three things, or a Ford F-150, like just any version of a Ford F-150.
I mean, the big one is the Dukes of Hazzard horn.
Yeah,
That's the most important one of all.
Dukes of Hazzard horn is huge. Without that in there, that has not been an Americanized game.
The only alternative I would accept is a Knight Rider light schema.
They do have the Back to the Future car.
The DeLorean.
The DeLorean.
Yep, DeLorean, yep.
Specifically the one from
Wasn't the DeLorean Canadian?
No. John DeLorean, I think, was Canadian, but his company was based in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Also, Michael J. Fox is, just the man. He went back to the future to save the future from the past. Also, Biff called it Cubs winning the World Series.
Sure.
Yep, yes he did. So, but on tonight's show, we're going to be talking a bit of news, what we're playing, maybe a few shout-outs, and that's
Tangents
pretty much-
galore.
Are you in a trigonometry class? Because we're going to have a lot of tangents.
Chris slowly dies inside because you realize he has finals.
Yeah.
So there you have the final say.
I have completely given up on my chem class. There's no salvaging that.
Temp?
Oh,
Chem.
Chem.
Yeah.
Chem's not that hard.
I mean, I can't wrap my head around it.
I can. Granted, when I was in class, I was taught by a Russian professor from University of Moscow. He spoke like this entire time. It was wonderful, especially because he was right on board, and I had taken class and understood. So most of class huddled around me as I explained what man in deep Russian accent couldn't explain to the rest of class.
I mean, that'd be probably why you were better at it, because not only did you learn it, but then you taught it, which reinforces you learning it.
Yes, because people asked questions of me and I had to understand. Also, electron valence, electron combining is very easy for me to grasp.
Valence is easy, it's ionic that's difficult.
Yeah, well, potato. They just like
Which is
sharing.
like 2/3 of my class.
They either share or take away. That's all it is. It's simple mathematics. It's addition or subtraction.
So calculating the stuff wasn't the hard part. It's just like the formulas and memorizing the formulas.
Yes.
That was the hard part.
Yes, that is very difficult. Much like formula for understanding how games in Games Award got rated #1. Am I correct in assuming this, Will?
I didn't even watch them because I figured it was going to be an absolute shit show.
It was.
I don't even know what game you're referring to.
Oh, I mean, really, the Games Awards again. I mean, I didn't want to watch this, as you guys knew.
Yeah.
So, but then I sort of thought I probably had better watch them because
You know that neither of us are going to.
I know James is going to talk about them more than I am, but I'm renaming them the Jeff Keighley Show. Because, for fuck's sake, again, he still hasn't learned. Do you do world premiere trailers for a separate show, or do you do Games Awards? You don't do both at the same time because it takes away from each other.
Yeah, as I like to say, what the Games Awards really were was an hour of bullshit, the Death Strand trailer, and then another hour of bullshit.
And more, great, it's great. Look at this coming up, it's great. Wasn't that great? Great. I'm thinking there's a keyword here he was trying to do to try and get across the show to the people. And the thing is, as we all know, it's like the same thing when a guy comes in and goes, I'm hilarious, me. We all know he's a twat. And not funny. And it was kind of that way. You know, it's that psychological thing that you try to do. That
Strong language coming from Will there. Use the T word.
Exactly, damn straight. Because I am so annoyed at this guy. You know, it's like he doesn't learn. He just doesn't learn. It's like, come on, man. You were at an award show. I know you were at the award show because I sat fucking behind you. And you still didn't get it.
Personally, for next year, and I can already tell you, this is what they should do. They should just get Dr. Disrespect to be the host. And just let it roll. Just like
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Dr. Disrespect and Cry to be the two presenters. Which means, and his Cry is just the disembodied voice that comes out of the audience, and Dr. Disrespect just stands there the entire time being Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect and Sky Williams.
That would work for me.
That's where I would go with that. Because you've got the polarity there.
Yeah.
You've got Dr. Disrespect, who's all about him, and then you've got Sky, who's just he's a delight.
Yes. And I think, I mean, if you're going to use Twitch as the main platform to like have this go out, they have a great group of like just, you know, like, and if we want like a serious pick, I mean, you could do like, I don't know, Co-Carnage, who is a very well-rounded streamer, very well respected. I think he also, or you could do Lethal Frag, who obviously won who was like the first like Twitch Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Who is, you know, is a cornerstone of the community. Like, guys who are built communities about positivity, who are really great presenters and are on, you know, Lethal Frag and Co. have both streamed every day for 4 years. So pretty much for the inception of Twitch. So guys who are like been around for a long time, cornerstones, and are all about positivity in their communities, I think they could do a hell of a lot better job. The only thing is they may not want to be able to do it, you know, in front of a live audience, which could be very understandable. Doing this is a lot easier than doing this in front of, we'll say, let's be generous here, 20,000 people in the audience, if that.
I'd say close to about. From looking at the auditorium, maybe about 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'd say 4 or 5, probably just based on venue sizes. The VGAs don't appear to ever take place in anywhere super massive. They don't appear to be in any mega stadiums or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just in that the Microsoft auditorium.
Yeah.
Which when did Microsoft start doing that shit? They started
ago.
stuff in BASEketball, and then you sort of look at it and go, "Hang on, BASEketball hit it right on the head." Because you've got the Reebok Stadium over here. It's like, it's a fucking stadium. Don't call it a property name. For fuck's sake.
Oh my god, we have what? Duncan Stadium now?
Yeah, the only thing that hasn't changed yet is Wembley.
White Hart Lane?
They're going to find a way to change that.
It's going to be called New White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
Because it's new. As in, because they're building it right now. The Emirates? I mean, that...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of, once again, I'm just going off the name. There's the Stade Iduna Park.
When you got the Sports Direct Stadium.
Sports Direct Stadium. Man, that is like...
That's about as straightforward of a stadium name as you can get.
That's like baseball stadium here play.
It's like the arenas as well. It's like you had the Manchester Evening News Arena, which is a newspaper. Before they changed that as well.
Was it in Manchester?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing here.
Yeah.
But by the way, it's not as weird as the most weirdest one, which is obviously in the United States, which is MetLife Stadium, which is where the New York Giants and the New York Jets play, which of course is in New Jersey.
Yeah. It's just like, hang on.
And with the way those two teams play, they should probably stay in New Jersey.
I mean, the way the traffic goes, they're probably not leaving New Jersey.
Yeah, no. Yes, but let's dig into this pile of trash, much like New Jersey of the Game Awards.
Yes.
I am the king of segues tonight. What happened to me? This is Will's job.
I know, you're just on fire at the
But they're
moment.
just presenting themselves, and I'm just knocking them down.
Whereas not presenting was Jeff Keighley with the awards properly. Giving him enough bloody time.
Oh, there it is. There he is. He's back.
Because, as Gio is also saying in the chat, it's part award show, part trailers are real, self-pandering, yes, self-pandering, because why else, right, after Death Stranding, was Hideo Kojima and no one was there? They just came on and went, hi, we're great, you're great, bye. It's almost like Jeff put them in there because it's almost like he's their mate and he wanted them to do something. And it's like, I love you, could you come on my show? Could you? That, as his nose comes out of their asses.
You gotta remember, this is a game reward things. We're not supposed to be able to form complicated sentences. We're just shut-ins in a basement. Like, come on now. We're not supposed to have standards.
We have zero capacity to think above a higher level than second grade. That's the realism of gamers, right?
Oh, is that why the jokes for EA were coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they were on the mark.
Socially inept is all.
I'm so pissed at EA because they were so close to cleaning up their shit, like in 2000, I think it was like 12 and 13. They were so close to turning around and being top game company. They were so close.
And then
They
they
had
just
so many good IPs, and they were just like, let's wail on the big dick of Battlefield a little bit more.
And then Mass
has
Effect.
closed down these studios.
Then Mass Effect 3 happened, and it all went to shit.
It all went to shit. Mass Effect 3, SimCity, what else? Battlefield Hardline 2, I think it was the big Battlefield flop. Just
Yeah, Battlefield Hardline.
title after title after title after title after title just shit itself in
That's
their
what's funny.
AAA studio. But all their indie satellite things were kicking ass.
And they've slowly been absorbed into Mama Company and taken out back in Old Yellard.
Yup.
Which the Joseph Fair, who was on, and he was just going, "This is fucking shit. I don't like these fucking shit. It's all shit." Was what's the game called again? I was talking about it earlier. It's Geo as well. It's a game where you'd like the two convicts and you play it co-op and you have to try to get.
That one. Yeah. No, yeah. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, what's the name of it again? Geo will probably say it in the chat in a second.
Geo, use your magic title words.
Yes, remind us because it's like
no way out.
So yeah, so that one, he was kind of defending EA. He understands that what they were doing. He doesn't like it, but he's defending them, saying, "Well, they've always streamed well," which is like, okay, fair enough, nice. Then he tried taking over the show and making it run long, compared to the other games awards, like the RPG award. Why was that just like a throwaway award?
The one who won it, though, I agree with.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Persona 5 won it, and it hands down deserves to win RPG of the Year. Divinity Original Sins 2 is really awesome, but Persona 5 basically said, Atlas basically went like, "Oh, you want JRPG? We will give you the best iteration ever of a JRPG.
We will give you the J-est RPG."
Yeah. They gave you the J-est RPG. The audio and hit that game to the T, and you could smash any girl in there. I mean, what else could you want out of the JRPG of being hero protagonist and being able to seduce not only the doctor but your school teacher?
Look, I want a husbando, so unless there's husbando options, no bueno.
There was husbando options.
Oh, there were? Okay, I have to go play the game now.
Yeah, but no, RPG for being a throwaway category, I think rightly was right. And Game of the Year, Breath of the Wild, I think we can all agree that's probably fire too.
Yeah, I can't disagree with it. I mean, I'm not playing it. I can see.
I've played it. It's really good. From where Nintendo was to where they are, Horizon Zero Dawn could be there too. That's probably my game of the year, but I'm biased towards it. I do have a problem with Pugba being in there, because Pugba technically isn't released fully yet.
But it comes out of early access in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it goes 1.0.
So what about Skyrim? What about Skyrim? That's a new release this year, right? Right, guys?
So what you're telling me is that if I release my movie 2 weeks after the Oscars, I should still get an Oscar for it?
I mean, my question is, what hasn't Skyrim been published on yet?
Mobile, but I'm pretty sure
we'll get there. It'll happen.
That's happening.
Spectrum,
next year.
Amstrad, Genesis / Mega Drive.
No, it's on those. We know those.
No, it's no. See, the problem is Will, is what you haven't realized is that the reason why Bethesda has such a long development cycle is that they're secretly building a time machine to go back in time to leave Skyrim copies all over the place. That's technically where all the Atari games that got missed in the 80s went. They were just the defunct copies of Skyrim that were hidden by other people because they didn't want them to realize that this game would be released in the future. Hashtag best conspiracy theory of the night.
Polybius was actually Skyrim.
Yeah, no,
But,
it was
they
Bethesda.
shut down that, so.
Yeah.
People got too invested in it because it was such next gen.
Yeah, the world isn't ready for this. They need to wait 3 decades, and then it will be everywhere. I mean, Skyrim could also technically just be Skynet, just invading everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, we know that's Curtis. Curtis is Skynet. We have established that this year.
Yeah, he is Skyrim.
So, I guess we can run down the ones real quick. Game of the Year, Breath of the Wild. Best Game Direction, Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Best Narrative, What Remains of Edith Finch.
What?
Yes, I don't know.
I could see that.
Art Direction, Cuphead.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's hands down. Best Score / Music, Nier Automata. Automata.
Yeah, I can see. I can see that.
Near. All right.
I don't
Best
know.
audio design. Hellblade: Setsuna Sacrifice.
Yeah, again, from what I'm hearing of that, you know,
From what I've heard, yeah.
how do you use your headphones against, you know, for it with intermingling with the rest of the game and how it works, where when you have them on and you can hear other stuff that you hear via your TV speakers.
I'm planning on streaming that for New Year.
I'm looking at playing it as well, so because I've been told.
I will watch you guys play it. I have other things. Best performance, Mila Jurgens as Setsuna in Hellblade Setsuna. This is one where I agree that they should have won. I'm more lenient towards Ashley Birch in Horizon Zero Dawn as Aloy, because where Hellblade Setsuna is once again a strong game but a shorter game, Ashley Birch in a AAA title in a new IP that's going to be played over multiple times in a 40-hour game really just nailed it, and the story would not have been the same if it wasn't for the strength of her, especially because in those scenes where it's really she's figuring stuff out, it really resonated with me. That also could be because I haven't played Hellblade Setsuna. Minor gripe, but not worth one really arguing over.
Was BJ nominated?
BJ was nominated.
Okay, I was gonna say if he wasn't nominated, I'd be a little pissed.
And then also both girls from Lost Legacy, Laura Bailey and Claudia Black.
Oh, I love those two.
I know.
Both of them are awesome.
It was a loaded category. This one was just I'm like, I understand here. Like, any one of them could have won, and I would have been happy with it. But my first. All right, games for impact. Hellblade: Setsuna Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yes.
They also have some other ones, like Life is Strange Before the Storm, Bury Me, My Love, which is, if you want to hear something horrible, that's a really rough game. It's a game about a Syrian refugee, and it's a mobile game.
Oh no!
And it's about.
Oh, was that the one that doesn't have any graphics?
Yeah, it's all through text messages. And they're leaving Syria after the last member of your family has died. And depending on what you talk to them about, they may lose cell phone reception or battery. You don't know what's happened to them. So it's like, wow.
God. Oh God!
I
should be like Doki Doki Literature Club, and then I hear this, I'm like, oh God, please!
Yeah, no, it's intense. Keep going down here. Best ongoing game, Overwatch.
No.
No. No. Unity is just
toxic. So let's lead.
As far as what exists, I would say Overwatch is probably the least toxic out of the major names that would be nominated.
I was gonna say, let me read you the
Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 are that shitty.
Oh, Final Fantasy 14 is pretty shitty.
Not
WoW is a fucking
WoW is a cesspool.
WoW is a cesspool. Let me read you the other nominations though. Tell me if this isn't the top of the list. Destiny 2.
Top of the list. Destiny 2 doesn't really. I don't know why why is it ongoing?
I don't know.
That's because it was released this year. That's not what an ongoing.
It's ongoing of the Destiny universe.
That's no. That shouldn't be there anyways. I'll vote that one no anyways.
Okay. The next one, Grand Theft Auto Online.
I can say more
right.
GTA Online because it has morphed a lot since it came out.
I would say that GTA has a higher standing as far as the. I would say it is a good competitor to Overwatch. The downside is that I know that it's probably getting downvoted because of what Rockstar is doing with it. Rockstar? Who is the fucking devs? I think it's Rockstar.
It's Rockstar Games. I have all the devs here too.
What they're doing with the mod cutting. Mm-hmm. That's where I think the downfall is. Because if they never did that, I think GTA probably would have won out because of their RP community.
Nice. All right, next one. Player Unknown Battlegrounds.
No.
Not yet.
No, it's not a game yet.
It hasn't released.
It's not a game. It's early access. All right, and if that's the case, then why are we rooting for like H1Z1 or I don't know what Z Nation, whatever the frick that zombie game that's supposed to come out. That's basically
Daisy, yeah.
the Arma mod. Yeah, it's been in development for how many years now?
Too many.
No, probably it's coming out of early access now.
Yeah, because they probably let it die.
All right, the one next behind that, Rainbow Six Siege.
I could potentially see that one. Yeah, that's still a little active.
It's got a relatively active community still.
Yeah.
Finally, Warframe.
Warframe.
That was like,
I
hey,
think the only.
Everybody remember Warframe? Yeah, that seems like that's like what it was.
Yeah, that's what that seems like it was. I'm surprised they didn't put in CS:GO instead of one of the. I'm surprised one of the massive titles didn't make it in that list.
So is
Besides Overwatch.
here's the thing. I feel as a game, Overwatch, like with how they balance and the new champions and all the little tidbits, yeah, it's good. It's just the community that makes it pretty much shit. So if we take out the community and just the game itself, it's really, I feel that that's okay then.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, none of those communities really seemed all that particularly great, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 14.
Warframe probably the closest to being the best because it's a free to play. It seems like most
Because no one talks.
because no one talks.
It's just a grind.
It's just
By the way,
grind.
I do
That's
have a video I have to show you after all this is done. Has anybody seen the Japanese trailer for Destiny 2?
Oh no. Yeah, I want to see it though.
I need to see this.
It's a dance off. It is.
I have seen it. Yes, I have seen
It's a live action dance off in Destiny armor to somebody rapping about Destiny in English. It is the best shit ever. Even if you don't like Destiny, this may make you think, go, well, the game's fucking like this. And the best part is, that's how Destiny players talk to each other, is through the fucking dance emote.
Yep.
It is so truth. Anyways, keep it going on from best ongoing game. Best independent game, Cuphead.
Yes.
What are the other nominations in that?
Hellblade Setsuna, Night into the Woods, Pyre, and What Remains of Eden Finch.
Okay.
Cuphead.
I'd put down I would put down Cuphead as, I don't know. I don't know if Cuphead's actual quality necessarily stands up to the other ones, but it's certainly the most popular.
Yeah. All right, best mobile game. Do we really need to go into this? Does anybody give a shit about mobile games?
I do.
Okay.
I love mobile games.
Monument Valley 2.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
All right.
Super Mario Run was on there.
Oh, that's fun though. So.
And Fire Emblem Heroes was on there too.
Oh hell yeah! Was a Fake Geo on there?
No,
or...
the other ones were Hidden Folks and Old Man's Journey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing the maturity of mobile games kind of happen, because for a long time they've just been
Words with Friends.
They've basically just been Words with Friends or like glorified Pokemon.
Candy Crush, Will. Candy
Yeah.
Crush.
No,
Yeah.
please, mercy.
She has flashbacks.
Yeah, me almost about 4 levels away from hitting 2000.
All right.
How much have you paid?
Fuck all.
He hasn't paid a dime.
What was that?
He
There was a lady at one point. There was a lady at one point who had a terrible Bejeweled addiction. I think it was Bejeweled. She spent like a couple $100 a month on it, and one day her computer broke down, so she just stopped playing it. So they sent in white glove specialists to fix her computer and like make everything better.
Well then.
All right. Handheld game. Do I need to go into this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Metroid
3DS
Samus
go.
Returns 1.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Over Ever Oasis, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia, Monster Hunter Stories, and Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, Fire Emblem Echoes was okay.
Best VR game, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I don't think we need to argue that one.
Mhm.
Best action game, Wolfenstein
I feel like-
2 New Colossus.
Oh,
Yes!
No.
Be
Yes!
out. Be out. And this is how crazy this is. Let me read you the other games in this category. You guys are going to fucking shake your heads. In action games is also Cuphead, Destiny 2, Noi, and Prey.
Prey, I think, is the real contender, but Prey is a little more stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see... Noi is a re-release.
Yeah, I don't think Noi should be on there.
Destiny 2 is not really an action game.
No, it's a glorified RPG. It's a loot and shoot.
It's a loot and shoot. And Cuphead? That's a platformer. It
is technically action.
Platform shooter.
But again, it doesn't stand up to the strength of the other major contenders.
And once
I
again,
think Prey is the only one who really could have given Wolfenstein a run for its money. But again, either way, the Dev Studios still win.
Yeah, Bethesda still wins either way. But here's the funny part. Guess what the next category is?
What?
Action-adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh.
So Cuphead and Destiny 2 aren't an action-adventure game.
Destiny should be in there, though.
Yeah. So, best action-adventure game is Zelda, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Aw, your buddy.
Which beats out Assassin's Creed Origins, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario Odyssey, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy.
Wow, that's a strong
Really?
category.
Yeah.
That's a lot of really good titles.
Yeah. I'm for, and I think this is something that I think most game shows should do, that if you win Game of the Year, you shouldn't win the best category to let another game win the best category if you're the best Game of the Year.
Right.
Just because it lets more people win.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Best role-playing game. Once again, Destiny 2 could have been in this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Winner, Persona 5.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Second, runner-ups, Divinity Original Sin 2, Final Fantasy 15, Nier Automata, and South Park The Fractured Butthole.
Okay, I like all these.
This is good. Once again, another stacked category. Though you said it was a throwaway one, but like Divinity 2 is like harken. I mean, you have two games here. You have Persona and Divinity, which are like harken back to their originals. Like Persona being the quintessential JRPG, Divinity 2, which is just a flashback to the Baldur's Gate Obsidian era of RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I remember more throwaway as in the way they handled the award was just like, it was just like, oh, and by the way, the best RPG was Persona 5. This one here was this, and this one here was this. There wasn't, it didn't get the respect that I thought that they gave other awards. They had too much shit on there. There was too much pointless stuff, like the advertising. I was like, oh, we've got some deals on eBay. Why do I care?
I have to let you know once after this who is hosting the new Games and Media Awards in Britain this year. Do you know who the host is? Sponsoring?
Don't know yet.
I know.
Sponsors.
You know who's sponsoring?
Yeah. Who's the sponsor? Jägermeister, wasn't it?
It is Jägermeister, and they're really making at the Game Awards. They're going to be making themed drinks, video game themed drinks with Jägermeister. Which, once again, do you want to puke? Also, with Jägermeister being there is pretty much sure that there's somebody doing dance off pants off again. Just hands down with Jaeger being a part of that suit, Phil.
Yeah.
Well, if they had Marioki to it as well, because it's in Shoreditch this time.
Yeah.
Introducing the new Nier Automata cocktail. It's a little bit of motor oil and vodka. Brought to you by Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. With Jaeger. Every single drink is going to have Jaeger in his oster. All right.
Loading have drink game themed drinks like Assassin's Mead.
Wouldn't that be Skyrim mead? I mean, like, I'm all for alliteration, but Jesus. All right, best fighting game, Justice 2. Does anybody else care about anything else?
Did they release anything else?
There's ARMS, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Nidhogg 2. Yeah,
Nidhogg 2, I could see giving it a run for its money.
And Tekken 7.
Here's the thing, Nidhogg 2, I feel like they dropped the ball on Nidhogg 2. I feel like it did not stand up as a sequel. They added some more mechanics, but I think what they did was they lost the charm of its style. when they went with more detail.
Yeah, and Gio is in the chat saying, yeah, and what really annoyed a lot of people was the speed through some of the awards. If the show was short, one thing, but 3 hours and all the ads, deals and all was quite another. And that's the thing. It's like Jeff Keighley said at the start in the pre-show, there's 28 awards to get through, which is quite a lot to begin with. But, you know, if they were just showing the world premiere stuff, that's what takes the time up. And there was one world premiere that was such a tease. It's like, what even the fuck is this? Shadow dies twice, anyone? From Software. Now, could this be Bloodborne 2?
Oh, yes, please.
Yep. It was just so short, this whole teaser. It's like, well, what was the point of it?
It's going to be Bloodborne on PC, you watch.
Yeah, buddy.
Bloodborne Prepare to Die edition.
Yep. Bloodborne VR.
Oh, no. Oh,
You'd
no.
just be puking everywhere.
Oh god! Ugh. Imagine playing.
Okay, so
Bloodborne-
here's what the devs of Octodad need to do: is they basically need to crack a deal with pretty much any game studio and just put Octodad into their game. So like
Bloodborne HD
Bloodborne
remake.
with Octodad. run from the thing. Slap as you're running away.
No, I'm just thinking of like, imagine just a Bloodborne VR and like having when you do a roll and being the roll, just oh god, I don't need to dodge this. But,
the first person normal version, not even VR, but normal version for Bloodborne doesn't do rolls. They do dashes. So that would be a little more feasible, but like the rolls from Dark Souls in first-person mode, not even VR, but just in first-person mode, are nauseating at best.
Bloodborne Go.
Oh, no.
Bloodborne Go, you're gonna find all the items around the world.
all right, now we're gonna go into best family game, which is Super Mario Odyssey.
Hell yeah.
Hands down.
Okay.
Hands down.
Considering that the other ones are Mario Kart, Mario Rabbids, and Kingdom Battle, Sonic Mania, and Splatoon.
Splatoon, I think, could be an option, but Odyssey was too powerful.
Mario Kart would not is not kind of up there because
Mario Kart is rated M for mature so that you don't murder your friends.
yeah, no, like families get broke, like more divorce happens because of Mario Kart than any other thing in this
Clinical
thing.
studies show that Mario Kart is the leading cause of divorce in the United States.
Hashtag Mr. Smith isn't here, so we just go with it.
Hashtag no Smith facts.
Hashtag no Smith
It's
facts.
like, might be Smith facts.
All right, now we're getting into a category here that I have an issue with. I have a very, very strong opinion on.
Oh.
Best strategy game.
Oh, no.
Guess-
Soapbox, here we go. Hang on.
Who won?
There you go.
Who won?
Yeah. I know this.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
What?
Beat out, and I'm going to list these off here. Halo Wars 2, Total
Okay.
War Warhammer 2, Tooth and Tail, and XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
I'm surprised StarCraft 1 didn't make it on the list. Based on the way they were putting everything else on there, I'm surprised StarCraft 1 isn't on the list.
I'm gonna use a tool that I don't ever like using, but I have to.
Oh, you're not going Metacritic, are you?
I'm going Metacritic here.
You never go full Metacritic.
I'm
You don't
going
know.
full Metacritic because this is how furious this thing freaking has me. All right,
Mhm.
a Ubisoft game, a Ubisoft watered down strategy game,
Oh.
beat out XCOM.
Baby's first XCOM beat XCOM.
Yeah, baby's first XCOM beat a watered down, poorly contrived connection of two IPs that doesn't make any sense. Beat out XCOM. How? How did this happen? I have to assume that they gave the strategy game freaking thing genre to a bunch of 2-year-olds. And they just are like, oh, look, pretty colors. We like this. So freaking Switch. Also, I didn't want to have to pull this card, but Nintendo's winning a lot of fucking shit in this one.
It's just I forget what the parameters for winning are, but like every year it's always seemed a little bit of a AAA circle jerk.
Yeah, it's so like it's fucking XCOM, and here's the thing: XCOM War of the Chosen. As I need to kind of put it in, I need to kind of say this in a general sense. And Metacritic is a 90 score on Metacritic. Mario Rabbids has an 85. And that's critic reviews, not this. So I need to go one more thing, because I'm going to really say here. I'm going to see what IGN says about them. Because ultimately, IGN is the end-all say-all in the...
10 out of 10. Both are 10 out of 10. Everything's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so we're going to see...
9.8 out of 10? That's an awful game. Worst.
So 8.8 is what they gave XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Okay? 8.8. IGN. So like in their eyes, pretty strong game. Pretty strong. War of the Chosen. Now let's look for Mario Rabbids.
It should be like a 9.8.
If it is, I'm gonna... No, 7.7. It's on the Switch.
IGN.
It's on the Switch.
So IGN put it down below an 8, therefore it is, equivalent of a 2.
Well, wait. It might have won because they were like very sexually diverse, gender diverse, race diverse. Is that what
Get out of here.
Have you seen XCOM's modding community? Chris's character went through the entire game as Mr. Torg. Mr. Torg about respecting women.
Apparently the mods were just offensive, that's why.
Some of my best characters were female. More male characters died in XCOM than female. I actually never had a female character die. I've only had guys. Will obviously couldn't shoot the broadside of a fucking barn, because that's Will's character. Until we gave him a grenade launcher, and then we just said shoot in the general area, and he figured it the fuck out.
Oh my god, whose XCOM was I in that I just fucked? Oh, it was Sith. It was X bloody Sith X. I was in his, and I was I forgot what it was. I think it was a heavy, and I just basically walked up and demolished everything. I was just like, "You think you can kill me?" It was kind of beautiful.
So yeah, no, I hate this. This doesn't make sense. How Mario Rabbids beat out both XCOM or Total War Warhammer 2. Like giants in the things. Halo Wars is a card battle game. We're not going to talk about them, but just fucking really, it's Ubisoft. How did they even do it? Never mind. All right, moving on before I get worried.
Leave Ubi alone. No, leave Ubi alone.
No.
I will point and yell at Ubi all
No, leave Ubi alone.
Ubisoft is just sitting in the corner now, quivering because it knows I'm beating the shit out of EA, and it knows that its turn's next.
Ubi's like, we're coming for you next, boy.
It knows.
Without the belt.
It's gonna turn into a freaking Wolfenstein 2 flashback scene in here in a fucking moment. Like, EA's gonna be laying bloody on the ground, and Ubisoft's gonna have the shotgun in his hand, and he'll be like, "You know what you need to do, son." Yeah, no, that's so. Best sports and racing game. Does anybody care what won this category?
No, not at all.
FIFA?
No, Forza Motorsport 7 won, with all the microtransactions in the world.
Oh.
I mean, it probably just had fewer microtransactions than the other competitors.
Yeah, the other competitors were FIFA, Gran Turismo, and EA 2K18. Oh,
Yep.
microtransaction in the game. Pro Evolution Soccer 2018
Huh.
and Project Cars 2.
I'm sad Project Cars 2 didn't win. Just out of sheer principle.
Just out of principle. Just because also their studio's named is Slightly Mad Studios.
Yep.
Okay.
That is us right now.
Best best multiplayer game. Pugba won.
Oh no!
It beat out. Once again, not a game. It's not a game. So once again, in my mind, it's not disqualified. It's an early access. It's not an actual game. It has not been released.
Yep.
It is a glorified beta.
Yep.
Though the games that we're up against, not much better. Though there is one that there's Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2,
Okay.
Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2 should have won.
I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay with Fortnite too, because I feel like
I would have also been okay with Fortnite.
their free-to-play battle royale is like something they say this is the main game, but we also released this as its own thing, and you can play it as its own thing, and it's free to play. And also, I found out it's getting a big 50 versus 50 battle royale mode.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
it did that
Yeah,
last night.
no, I'm really excited about that
Yeah,
because
no.
that was a major point for, I don't know if you guys remember, way back in the day, Huxley. Way back in like 2010, 2011, there was advertisements for a massive first-person shooter class-based thing that was supposed to be 64v64 named Huxley. And it never came to fruition. Just total vaporware.
I remember Mag. That was the closest thing to something like, even close to any sort of
Well,
connection between.
I think Fortnite can do it because it's kind of does the WoW thing where it's downgraded the graphics to bring up the gameplay, so it
Now, here's
allows.
the thing. Their design choice allows them to run really small models. The models themselves are absolutely minuscule, which is phenomenal because they can actually afford to do that. Like you said, they downgraded the graphics, but they didn't lose anything in the graphics. I don't think it's still a gorgeous game. It's still very good looking. It's very clean. I like it more than Pugba because of that.
Yeah, I like it too, but also because if you're gonna shoot at something, you know what you're shooting at, versus like a bullet blows by and I'm dead.
Yeah,
Where does that come
the
from?
Unreal netcode is a way more clean. Way more clean. I don't even know what they were using for PUBGs, but they were I think they were sponsored by Unreal in a contest. I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. They did something of that nature, and so they got funding from it.
The 50v50 is a limited time only. It's only on December 17th. But it's a good laugh.
It's going to be amazing, and it probably once again if it's popular enough and a proof of concept, they may bring it into the actual game.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel better than at times playing is like they're 1 against 100 or squad against the rest of them. But I don't think it will fully take it away from it once the actual novelty has worn off of doing it. Which I think that's why they're also playing it as limited time. Because you can win as part of the team, but you don't get anything. And you really don't get anything. You don't get that umbrella.
How we doing, Regis? We're just wrapping up our discussion of the Games Awards, which is
You're welcome to jump in too.
yeah. I leave that to Chris. So moving on past all the rest of these, Student Game Award was Squad Level Squared by Swinburne University. I do whatever. Best debut indie game was Cuphead.
Yep.
Now we're into the fans' choices.
Oh no.
All right.
Aha!
Ugh.
Yes. What?
There's another human.
Oh,
Yeah.
too many humans.
Too many.
Get rid of them all.
I mean, I already have a soul, so it's not like I'm actually here.
Well, true. Yes. So what part of the
We're wrapping up, but
the VGAs are you on?
We're at the Fans Choice Awards. We've already gone through all the other ones. If you wish to discuss any of your topic, anything that really,
The only thing that won that I was like, why was the Vanishing of Ethan Carter, wherever the fuck it was, that won. Was it Best Narrative over Nier and Hellblade? Was it? There were two games that were like these should win, and then it went to a walking simulator.
Horizon
and
Zero
I was
Dawn
a little upset.
is in that category too.
I don't know anything about that game actually, but it was just like that was the only one that really upset me. Everything else,
Strategy game.
oh yeah, the
Mario Rabbids beat out XCOM and Total Warhammer Total War. Thank you.
right. Yeah, that wasn't a big one. That was one of the ones they fucking glossed over, so I didn't even notice it until today.
There's a reason why they glossed over it. Thinking we wouldn't notice. We did.
But they were wrong.
And we're now going to announce the winner of
Rabbit Mario. And now on to the next category.
By the way, I think when you're looking at the Fans Choice Awards here, they didn't do that bad. Most anticipated game was The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
The only one on there that can compete is Red Dead Redemption 2, and the buzz for that died pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, Last of Us Part 2 is like still running strong because people, I'm all a fan for that game. Trending Gamer, Dr. Disrespect won.
Of course.
Yes.
I found it funny because I was literally like, it's going to be Dr. Disrespect or it's going to be Shroud. One of the two. I was like, you know what? I'm going to gamble it with Shroud. And then, of course, it was Dr. Disrespect. And then I looked over at my stream and I'm like, wait, Shroud's streaming. Of course he wasn't going to win. He's fucking live right now. If he was going to win, he would be at the awards ceremony.
Was Dr. Disrespect there?
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect was there.
Did he? I have to rewatch. Did he have an acceptance speech?
Yeah, I think so.
He's on the pre-show.
Okay, because I was saying, if he had an acceptance speech for his thing, that probably was the best part of the night. Especially knowing how Dr. Disrespect's character is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to rewatch it just for that one part.
Also, I think
a bit more subdued compared to Joseph Fares.
I think Dr. Disrespect. I don't know if he's going to be. I know he was at DreamHack.
Yes,
for
he
Dota 2.
was.
But is he coming back for the majors? Because I know Action Slacks is for the majors. He announced that he was one of the major casters for the majors.
I have no idea.
I would love for it to be Action Slacks and Dr. Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect obviously that to me just harkens me back to Dodgeball, the movie. Where he's like, it's a bold move there, Cotton. Just color commentary from Dr. Disrespect is going to be freaking amazing. 1992-1993 world champion.
What the fuck is he supposed to be the world champion of again?
Just whatever.
Because he keeps saying that, and I'm like, okay, what are you world champion of again?
Wasn't he actually top in a PUBG tournament?
Yeah, I think he won the TwitchCon. He won the streamers PUBG tournament.
Yeah, so I think that's where he like stems that from. Is he just branches that into everything else?
Yeah,
that's the character. Though.
Like the character totally makes up. Like the whole point of the character, obviously, is he makes up everything. But the character is so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't not like it. As like the fact that like he plays a persona and he plays it so well and such to a T that it just is great.
Magical.
It is magical. And he never breaks character too, which is the even better part. Like when you're watching him at TwitchCon and stuff and he just like shows up. I think they let Ferrari let him borrow a Ferrari, so he pulled it up and parked it like right in the front of it, and he gets out of it and he's like, "What's up?" And he just leaves it parked in the front of TwitchCon and walks. Fucking Dr. Disrespect. He's just like, "That's it." And I'm like, it can't beat that.
Nope.
I think it would have been better if, I mean, it'd have to take a little bit, like, extra, but if he left it rolling,
it just
like, he didn't park it. He just, like, pulled up, hit the brakes, opened the door, and climbed out and let it keep going. Now, they need someone to, guide it back, obviously. But I feel that would have been way better. Just the subtlety of it.
Also, he's like almost 7 feet tall, so he had to clamber out of it. He's huge. He's fucking huge.
He's fucking tall.
They had him on what was it, H13 or H3 production stream, and they were in this area, and they had a drop ceiling, and they're jump. And he's okay, he's doesn't look that far. He jumps, and he jumps his head through the drop ceiling and comes back down. And I'm just wow, that guy's really fucking tall. All right, so we got best esports game as voted by the fans. Overwatch.
Yeah,
Rocket League.
It beat League, it beat Rocket League, it beat Dota, and it beat Counter-Strike.
I don't know how.
It's probably because it's the most, watchable.
No, it's the most boring of all of those. It's so dull to watch Overwatch.
You gotta think of it in a layman's term. Watching Dota, you need to have some level of understanding of what's going on in Dota. And it's not easy to pick up on. Watching League is boring.
Yes, League is boring.
It's boring. I
feel like watching Rocket League would be more exciting, though. Because,
Rocket League, yeah, I could see Rocket League contending
it's you're watching soccer, in a way. Except it's with cars.
The only reason why I say not Rocket League is because there's less nuance to it, but it's not too nuanced. CSGO is one of those things where, I feel it, watching a few of them, it's either going to be really good to watch, or it's really slow.
Well, the tournament I saw with CSGO was really... There's the Gfinity stuff.
It goes really fast and it's really good, or it's really slow. It depends on how they clash. It's still a decent contender, but out of all of them, I think Overwatch kind of, in the sense of an esports game to watch as just the average person. Not as someone like us who are well versed in all games, but as a general broad sweep. Because let's be real, these awards are broad sweeps, not the minutia.
I can tell you why it won.
What?
That ass.
This is also true.
that Tracer and that Widowmaker ass.
Ain't no booty in CSGO.
Ain't no booty in CSGO. And there's some creepy fan art in League and Dota.
You can quote me on that one. Ain't no booty in CSGO.
Ain't no booty.
Define creepy.
Well, yes. See, when people bring lollies into things, that's when people draw the line.
There are no lollies in Dota, right? I don't think there are.
Look, all I have to say
hold on, you got
things
Puck.
people want to do with Annie.
Puck isn't here!
You got Puck. Let's not talk about that in and of itself.
What is with that? Because that is a thing for some reason, but they always... Wait, Puck? Wait, did you say Puck?
Yes.
No, I was thinking of Pugna.
Well, Pugna... Yeah. But Pugna's like a fucking, lich gnome.
The thing is, they draw female Pugnas. And it's very confusing.
They do a really weird level of Rule 63 on Pugna.
My other question with this category,
I know why.
What happened to HOTS?
Why
wasn't HOTS on esports?
I feel like HOTS, well, if they were going to be doing one of their IPs, I don't think HOTS would have been in that category for the esports necessarily. Just because, it's on the same tier of complexity as League and whatnot. But I don't know.
There's a surprising amount of Blizzard missing from this. Activision was there, or Bungie was there with Destiny, but that was about it. There was a surprising lack of anything Blizzard.
Yeah. I said,
Overwatch.
StarCraft 1 theoretically could have been on the lists for the best strategy. And based on how they were doing the rest of their categories, it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
So,
StarCraft 1 with... Well,
we'll
Okay,
have
so
we'll have betas. We'll have betas of games in there with Pugbas, but we won't have HD remakes because oh god, no, they're just remakes.
No. You won't have selective HD remakes because you
Selective.
already had. Which one was it? Starts with an N that I can't remember the name because it's on the tip of my tongue.
No,
That one.
no, Namine.
Neo.
Already had one. Why not StarCraft? But that would have been a hilarious headline for the news afterwards. Seeing everyone writing articles about how StarCraft won awards in the VGA. That sounds like something out of a Donkey video. And introducing Game of the Year, Knack. It's Knack.
Snack 2 for Family Get. Oh. Oh.
Best Game of the Year, Super Mario Brothers 2.
So that was that's all the awards?
All the ones we care. Do we care about best esports player, best esports team, and Chinese
No.
fan game of the year?
No.
Chinese fan game of the year.
Okay, we care about that one.
It's like K3X.
That sounds like a Kingdom Hearts ripoff.
It's
Again, for me, it's like...
I don't know what it is either. It's
Okay, never mind. All right.
There's a severe lack of Final Fantasy by Scooey.
Did Final Fantasy release something this year? There's Final Fantasy 15 is a role
15
playing
was,
game.
it was nominated.
They also did Stormblood, which was an expansion for 14.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think 14 would be winning many of these awards in and of itself. I know you love the game, honey.
You don't understand. The music is so good.
Okay?
By Nobu. Nobu does the best music.
I honestly, its music, I think, was beaten out by a lot of games this year.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Who won that one again?
Nier
Satsuna.
Automata.
Yeah, Nier.
Oh.
Nier.
Yeah, I thought you were-
Nier won the music, Setsuna won sound design.
Yeah.
Well, Nier I can't be mad at because... Hold on.
Also,
Which
once again, Nier won because of that ass.
Yeah, yup. That Android booty. Okay, alright,
They knew
so...
what they were doing with that one.
There was a so in the topic, you know, we just got off of League and the creepy fan art. In the topic of the creepy thing, I love that. What's his name? The dev for it made a public announcement that she weighs over 300 pounds and would kill you.
Yoko Taro?
Yes, Taro. I love him. He's great.
He is a
Zero
magical
shit,
man.
He is a wizard if there ever was one.
Oh dear, James has got his cock out on camera.
I know I do. I love how that ended that conversation.
And
It's
that's,
like, and we're done here.
And we're done.
and that's how we should end the talk about the because there was a cock on stage
Exactly.
about 3 hours.
I have a cock related anecdote to college, my last year of college.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen the movie Moana?
No, I haven't.
This is the chicken, or from it, or the rooster.
I was
So,
unaware there was a rooster.
So my roommate in college, we all had different tasks for like supplying because we got a suite that year. We all had different tasks to like fill up the suite with stuff. I was, I believe, bathroom duty. Mike was, I think, living room duty, and then Dave was kitchen duty. So I get in, I'm doing all my stuff, I'm, you know, unpacking, and then Dave walks into my room and he smiles broadly. And he just goes, "I just gotta say, our kitchen covered in cocks." And I was like, "What?" Go outside. Go into the kitchen. Rooster-themed oven mitts, rooster-themed towels, rooster-themed everything. It was indeed covered in cocks.
Fantastic.
It was a miracle.
Much like the awards from last night. We're gonna do our own awards for the end of the year, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, I need to try and do something for.
I dare say that should be a drinking stream.
Oh no.
Best hot pants in the gaming industry.
Ooh.
Are you gonna do like an ugly sweater game?
I'm gonna say
best ugly sweater in gaming.
Yes.
I'm gonna say the best hot pants is Nobui Uematsu in hot pants.
Yes. Yes.
Hands down, 10 out of 10. But then again, I think the person who could put anybody in the hot pants the best would be Hideo Kojima, because after that Death Strand trailer, man, that guy is possible of anything. Because Jesus Christ, wow, that's weird.
It's the second one now, and I still don't know what I'm looking at.
I don't know what I'm looking at. They're like, it's an open world game. I'm like, I don't understand.
Although
you didn't explain the stomach baby.
Somebody pointed out, I saw it in a tweet, and let me find, because you see him, part of it, he's standing on, like, in front of a crater, and he says, there's an explosion, so on and so forth. I'd like to remind you that in the previous game, in Metal Gear Solid 5, we had standing on the edge of the crater where the prophets once said, deep inside an abandoned child. Like, the lyrics from Nuclear.
Yeah, I know.
There seems to have some callbacks to it. It's like, oh.
Way back at the beginning of the show, I stated when Hideo Kojima was either left, was forced out, had created differences, regardless, I said the first game he's going to make after he leaves, he's going to be a gigantic fuck you to Konami. And this is turning into that. Because, once again, those lyrics, he's basically going Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be a good game or not, because
we don't know what a fucking game it is.
We don't know what Kojima's been given. He's been given unlimited power and money, and I don't know what he's going to do with it.
Given unlimited power, money, and probably no direction.
Which is what he wants, so...
This game is either going to be amazing or a total shit show of a flop.
Yeah.
It's either going to be, it's either going to be the movie about The Room, or it's going to be The Room.
Yeah. But
Speaking of The Room, Tommy Wiseau was great last night. Really? Nobody else caught that joke?
No.
Fucking last night. What the fuck's his actual name? I don't remember. He was the guy who... The dude who came up and was like, fuck loot boxes. Fuck publishers.
I don't know. I didn't actually watch it, so...
He came up and, he was going on, a rant of a tirade. And, the entire time, Jeff's just like, okay, yeah. He's, trying to get it back on screen, on topic. But he looked like fucking Tommy Wiseau. And the Wikipedia for his game, the wiki article, was edited so that everything was Tommy Wiseau. All the fucking developers. It was published for Wiseau Box 1 and fucking Play Wiseau. It was fucking fantastic. I don't remember his name. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me.
Joseph Fares.
Yeah, I think that was it.
French guy.
I just watched it. Yeah. I just watched it now. That's hilarious. Here, I'll send it.
It was just like, who is this guy and what is going on right now?
Because he's in the independent devs that's under the indie arm of EA. He was trying to defend him as well. He said, "Well, being good to us." It's like, well, yeah, but that doesn't stop them from being cocks with the microtransaction loot box shit. Even he goes, "Oh yeah, but other developers and publishers make mistakes as well." Like, yes, not as a monumental fuck up as this.
Oh, you started off by going, "Fuck the Oscars."
Yep. yes, he did.
Everyone in chat was just like, "It's Tommy Wiseau."
Damn it.
Clearly, Doki Doki needed loot boxes, except with more waifus.
Yes.
No, that's the next. Honey game.
No.
Yeah.
Honey box. No. It's just a loot box simulator, and you get the cast of Honey Pop slowly but surely unlocked.
Surely Loot Box Tycoon will be the next one.
I gotta say, there was a 1 cent game. It was either 1 or 99. I don't remember which. It was probably 1 on Steam called Steam Summer Sale.
Mm.
And it was made up of like 4 or 5 really, really crappy minigames. And an assload of randomly generated bullshit titles that go on random levels of sale. And you just make money by playing the games, and then you go buy more games. That's the whole thing. And they change it every season. So it's currently winter sale. It will be spring sale soon, and then summer sale again, and I love it.
Oh, here it is. I found the screen cap. I'm gonna post in Twitch and in the Discord. Where is it? Fuck's your Discord.
Or the blue?
I'm gonna put it in the meme tone just because practically fitting. Yeah. Fucking yes, A Way Out. That was the game.
Yeah.
Yes. Developers, tell me why so. Publishers, tell me why so. Platforms, Microsoft, why so. PlayStation, why so. Xbox, why so. Multiplayer, why so game. Oh, Why So Out is an action adventure game played from a third-person perspective.
What a strange old fruit he is.
Oh my god.
It's like watching him play games like Dark Souls. It's like, I'm gonna run away.
Currently being developed by Tommy Wiseau, a small team of developers in Sweden, yes.
Sweden, yes! Oh my god, I missed that part.
Led by film director Tommy Wiseau. Both Ferris and several members of his team previously worked on the acclaimed title I Did Not Hit Her from I Did Not production of the game, began in the second half of 2014. The design philosophy for the game was that the team wanted to create a cooperative game that is unique, different. As a result, the team opted for the traditional drop-in, drop-out cooperative format, featured dominantly in mainstream cooperative games, and instead decided to create a full game that was played cooperatively with another player. According to Ferris, the game was a passion project, and they canceled during the upcoming feature film in order to devote more work on the game.
It's magic, I tell you.
So overall,
Swedish Lebanese actor and Tommy Wiseau's older brother plays Mark.
So overall, yeah, for going forward, Jeff Keighley needs to work out what he actually wants to do. Does he want to do a ads show for upcoming games, or does he want to do an award show? Because they shouldn't be mixed.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
The advertisement portion for this was better than this year's E3. I'll say that.
This is true. But I would say putting the advertisements at the very end, like being like, okay, these are the games of this year. Here is a thing to kick off the next year. I could see that being fine, so long as they limit it to a significantly smaller portion than what they do.
They
also, whilst the music this year was significantly better than last year's, if we could at least not have, like, literally right before the last award, a music show, a 2-minute break, and then another music show, that would be nice. But, aside from that, compared to last year, beautiful. Wonderful. It was spectacular.
Which doesn't raise the bar very much at all, realistically.
Also,
no.
Did anybody else know that there was bad timing on Twitch's part? Because Twitch was also streaming the NFL game from last night, too.
Well,
that's funny.
So it's like, well, let's take one of the first times we're streaming this and also put it up against our Games Award show. What do you think people are going to watch? The correct answer? League.
The correct answer? None of the above.
League. Correct answer? Yeah, no. It was on always, always on. It was NFL. Yeah, they streamed it last night. I got an email and everything about it.
Because but watching American football, because we were waiting to see how we were going to do in our fantasy. Because I'm in the playoffs for the first time
I'm not.
in the Eds League. I know that's the bad spot, wasn't it? Because it's like if both of us had won, we've both been in.
Nah, it was what it was. I'm onto bigger and better things now, like what I've been playing this month or week.
Hey,
I'm going to pass the mic to Kura. I will be right back.
Okay.
Wait, why?
I'm getting a beverage. You want it?
Most
Something that's not water or alcoholic.
Okay. He's gone. Now we can all talk shit.
Yep.
Oh my god, I don't know how I'm able to cope with him. I feel like this is Stockholm Syndrome.
Remember, sticks and stones may break your bones, but Stockholm Syndrome will make you love him.
You're not wrong.
I am not wrong there.
yeah, PSX in about 2 hours.
Really? What the heck?
Yeah.
Is it? Where is PSX? In Japan?
It's no California.
Really? California?
Yeah.
Eh.
I will say though, on the topic of the of reveals, like I said, this put E3 to shame because just about, I'd say about 90% of the things that were revealed were like, ooh, like the stuff that was like actual like new reveals was a lot of shit that a lot of me and my friends looked at and went, wow, that's actually good looking.
Wasn't
Like
there
fucking what was it that Ethan the one like game that like came out and everybody was like, oh, another walking simulator, and then all of a sudden they pulls out a gun and it's like, oh wait,
Witchfire.
yeah, Witchfire, that was it, because it opens up and it's like from the people who made was that the one that was made by the people of Vanishing of Ethan Carter, or was that
Yes.
Yeah.
There's like Bulletstorm as well.
Yeah. No, that's it's like fucking everybody knows like, oh god, here we go, another like just boring indie walking game, and then it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is also being made by the people who made Bulletstorm and these other things. It's like, wait, what? And the devs even like posted like, yeah, we did that intentionally. We wanted to like trick you into thinking that it was we were doing like the same thing that we've been doing before, but we wanted to make a fucking FPS, and so they're actually doing it. It's like neat. Because I don't know, walking sims can be good, but I feel like it's just there's too damn many of them, and not enough of them are actually interesting.
And how can you put loot boxes into them?
Yeah, exactly.
How can I loot box a walking sim? Battlefront 2. It's a walking sim that you just die in when you get shot at.
Yep. Or do one of those things like in mobile games or like on Facebook games where it's like, oh, you've taken your 50 free steps today. You can either wait 2 hours to regenerate, or you can buy this energy pack. Or you could pay like $20 and never run out of energy again. Just shit like that.
Did anybody... Oh, this is actually a very interesting one. I think it was Plants versus... No, it was Clicker Heroes. Clicker Heroes 2. Did you guys hear the story about what they're doing for the second game?
No.
Clicker Heroes 2 came out with a thing saying that they're going to be releasing Clicker Heroes 2 as a pay for game, and not going to make it free to play with monetization, because they feel like the fact that their game is addicting by nature, and by having cash grab simulators into that, they should not have that. So by producing Clicker Heroes 2, they're going to make it a one-time purchase kind of a thing, so that they, kind of absolving them of the loot box guilt, because they've said they made a lot of money off of this, but they feel that it's come from the wrong avenue. So they'd rather have people who want to play their game, which is addicting by nature, pay up front for it than pay more as they go. So good on them. I'm glad that they realized they're not getting rid of Clicker Heroes 1 yet. So I mean they're not like they done fucked up EA Ron. They kind of realized the error of their ways and they're trying to go in the right direction.
Yeah. That's a refreshing piece of news, I suppose.
It's some positivity after what we just talked about.
Yeah, we need some positivity to end that piece.
Loot box a Wookiee.
Yeah. I also saw
you open the fucking box.
One of my
Just
other
this angry fucking furball.
One of my other favorite ones is I saw it was a picture of a street performer, and he was dressed as Darth Vader, and on the sign, yep, you know what I'm talking about, said that I'm trying to raise money to unlock myself in Battlefield 2. Because that's never gonna get old for a while.
Oh no, they've dug themselves far too deeply in this hole.
Now if we can only get them to do that for the sports games. But obviously, sports fans are.
It's ingrained in them, isn't it?
At this point,
team, it just spread, and that was it.
I can honestly say I have never played an online mode of FIFA or Madden, and I put a lot of time into FIFA. It's all career mode because it's just it does RPGing better than most RPGs do. It does,
that's why you. Sorry.
It's such a especially if you're doing taking a very weak team, filling it with all people you recruit from a youth team, and their potentials and the way they grow are differently, so you have to find the right roles for them, and then you have them grow as you work your way up through the various leagues of soccer to then win it all. And there's training involved in it, and there's also cool names.
That's why you don't play RPGs, play JRPGs. Because they won't let you down.
I do. I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which obviously we were discussing pre-show about the horrible Welsh Irish voice acting over it, and I only sold them the male character.
That's what people are talking about that game.
I also Pyra has gigantic boobs, for just days. The first thing you notice is she's laying there and she has her hand. I'm sitting there looking at it. At least they're doing well with the clipping. But she's laying in her capsule and her hands have to go like this to rest on top of her boobs, around and this. And you're going my God, man. Also I was speaking with my girlfriend Kim about this. She's like, "Oh, she's wearing cute hot pants." I'm like, "That's not hot pants. That's 3 inches of cloth covering the nether regions over the G-string that she's wearing." This is why we can make this T for teen game.
He's not wrong.
I'm not. It's just the way it goes. I mean, they have the lolly cat girl. They combined it into one.
Of course they did.
Oh no!
For this, obviously, who's Blade, aka Husbando, is a giant tiger named Dromark who has a very deep accent, which, obviously, main anime character dude looks like a child compared to everybody else in the game who looks like an adult, and his Blade is obviously super hot Pyra waifu, who also can turn into a prissy bitch blonde Yandere. So, continuing on top of that. Moving on to that, they have the creepy pet Pon alien thing, which made his own Robo Blade woman, right? Who, and this is an exact scene that happens in this, tries to teach the main character's waifu blushy matey time.
What?
I'm quoting. Yeah, blushy matey service. They're basically trying to make her be like the tee-hee, yes master kind of shit. I shit you not, that is a scene in this game where they tried to teach her about blushy matey time. It is a thing. It exists. Hearing these people talk about it too in really bad Welsh accents, and I'm sitting there just going a day. I feel bad. I really don't. When I do my accents now, I'm I'm not as bad as that, and that's in a AAA video game.
Oh my God.
Blushy. It's a fucking thing. I couldn't believe that they were talking about it. I'm like, no, they couldn't. They are. Oh God.
They can't possibly. Oh no, they are.
Which once again, it's Nintendo's kind of
garbage localization.
True, it's their garbage localization, and they just once again just get anybody. They're going back to the let's just get anybody on the accounting staff who could do a halfway decent accent to do something.
You know,
there's no
you're saying that
no major talent.
Do you remember Hellblade won when it won that award for the actress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she came up on the stage, she was like, I've never done voice acting in my life. They just dragged me in and had me do it, and this is my first job. I sat there and I went, what?
Yeah, you beat out Laura Bailey.
Like, you've never done this before. I haven't played the game. I've watched it, and everything about the sound design and the voice acting in that game is phenomenal. She does her role in that game perfectly. And to have her come up and be like, yeah, I'm not even like a voice actor. I've never had training, never done this work in my life.
You are now.
And it's like, oh, excuse me? It's like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's so well done.
Yes, but I will. But after the show, I will find the video of Blushy Blushy Matey Time, so you guys can see the cluster.
I don't want to see this.
This game is so anime. Like, I do not need to watch anime because I am playing anime the game. And my girlfriend has said you cannot play this game without me here watching it because I need to watch it because there's a cutscene every 12 seconds like any good Kojima game would have. But also she's like, if you do play it and you had a cutscene, you need to find it for me on YouTube because I cannot miss how horrible these voices are. Even so, and there is once again another part in this game where you're fighting other human characters. And I was watching Admiral Braho stream this, and it was probably one of the more funny things about this game. Everybody, of course, has to scream their attack, right?
Of course.
Even the enemies. So he pulled about 10 soldiers, and their 3 lines is like, "You can't beat me, don't forget me, who do you think you are?" 3 lines. 10 of them saying it. Think you could beat me? Think you could beat me? To the point where chat was literally coming up with emote trolls to troll him. Was subbing to him so that his auto subber would go, "Think you could beat me? Think you could beat me?" It was like he stopped playing the game. Like, he changed it over to Japanese. It was worse. Because it was just like, "Non desu ka? Nani?
Nani?"
Exactly. To the point then he just turned all the audio sliders down. There's no game narration, like nobody said anything, and he's sitting there just like listening to the battle music. This is nice. I'm happy now.
This is nice. I'm free.
Then he turned it back on because, of course, chat demanded it, and of course, as any good masochistic streamer knows, if chat is not happy, if chat demands, then you must obey. I do have to say is thank you, chat, for being also very kind with me through the Skyrim playthrough so far. The worst thing you've had us do is had me put Macho Man Randy Savage as the dragon, which I can live with.
Worse. That's the best thing they could have possibly done.
I mean, I also gave him the choice between that and Thomas.
I know, I was there.
Yeah.
I made the decision with them.
Yeah.
I also voted for fucking... Oh my god!
We're going to break the game after I beat it, obviously. But we're getting there. We're advancing the story pretty well. I actually did talk to like the dragon people. They're like, "Hey, yeah, you actually are the Dragonborn now." I'm like, "Sweet!" And now we're like fighting the Civil War. But no.
So are you continuing it tonight after the show?
Probably not immediately after the show. Because obviously everybody's going to bed, but I'm going to stream it tonight, and then probably for like a majority of the day tomorrow. Because obviously it's snowing in New England.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's going to snow in New England, which means just...
Oh yeah, tomorrow it is, yeah.
Yeah, not going to do a damn thing outside. So we're going to just sit in here and play Skyrim all day. In front of whoever wants to like come around and be like, play Skyrim.
It's going to snow here Sunday and Monday.
It's snow in England. Does like everything stop?
Yeah.
Do you guys like, what the fuck do we do with this shit?
Yes.
Prime Minister's not snorting it. What the fuck? Did Boris Johnson let his stash out?
The air's like really cold and just went. no, okay, won't rain on you, will snow instead. Like,
Okay, everybody call Boris. They must have left his storm shutters open and all of his cocaine blew out. Topical
Allegedly.
English jokes. I have them. Surprise.
So it's kind of like, because I'm expecting a couple of things to be cancelled this week from personal stuff on there. So I'd rather not travel in the shit, but may have to. But yeah, so shall we bypass what we've been playing this week?
Yeah.
Seeing as we've ran very long.
Watch our streams.
Yeah.
Do it.
There you go.
I will probably be live tomorrow morning very early before I go to work.
Yep,
But-
same. I'll probably be live maybe mid to late morning for some PUBG.
Which
new
is
map.
really early for us.
Yeah. I'll probably do something like 8 a.m. I don't know what yet, but...
Because I want to watch PSX before I do any streaming. Because I'm not staying up to I've been up far too long already, so I'm not staying up to like pass out for half the day. So any shout outs? Should we do shout outs? James, you got?
Shout outs to everybody who showed up today.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's you guys that are making this what it is. And so
Oh,
we thank
Jesus.
you. Ibsy, a guy called Ibsy, gifted me a sub onto Steve McNeil's stream this month, so I will be saying, thank you for that, because that was a nice gesture, even though he got Steve to sing Christmas carols rather badly. How about yourself, Regis? You got anybody?
Huh? What?
You got any shout outs?
Oh, yeah. Shout out Shenanigans.
Fantastic.
Starting up. She does a lot of horror games. I think she just finished Bioshock, if I remember correctly. But go watch her.
Bioshock we will definitely agree, is a horror game.
Yeah.
Can we all agree on this? We can all agree on this.
Yeah, generally.
And if you're not already following, give her a follow.
There we go. Followed. Tigwhippies approves. And
Yes.
Tigwhippies follows. So there you go.
And so I don't accidentally butcher her name. Caro, do you have any shout outs for yourself and Hergelman?
I don't know. This is what? No.
Shout out your husbando.
Okay. You go to my husbando Hergelman. He's a silly goober, and if anything, I'll just be there to harass him. So if you're not there to watch him, just watch me harass him.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yes.
I can always do that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, you can find him at twitch.tv/Hergoman. He also plays a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, where you can join them in raiding. They are looking for... Kurt, what are they looking for in the guild right now?
We're looking for like a healer or a tank. It doesn't really matter, but if you can hit buttons and stay out of AoEs, that's all you need to do.
Okay,
Sounds hard.
yeah. I mean, okay, so they're looking for the two toughest classes to play in any MMO. The ones that get all the blame and none of the respect.
Oh no, it's okay. I will shit on the fucking DPS if they don't move. Like, you don't move, you're not getting a heal. Fuck you. I'll out DPS you now. You're 0 DPS.
No DKP points if you 0 DKP if you pull the dragon mobs. 0
Yeah.
DKP.
You get nothing. You lose.
There we go. Will, any shoutouts? Anybody else?
No, I'm done with that. Thanks very much.
Will needs to go to bed because he has to wake
Yes.
up really early tomorrow. We started late. Thank you all for showing up and hearing us rant about how bad video game awards were. And you can come and rate us on our video game awards end of the year stream, which is going to be on the 29th.
Which is perfect, really, because no other game should be able to sneak out around then.
Nope.
In
And
the
if
year.
it does, we're not going to care about it until the new year.
No, exactly.
Yeah. Next week, episode 75, we'll try and do something special for it, I guess. I don't know. Something will happen.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just play video games. Or talk about video games.
Talk about video games
Sounds-
while we're playing some.
Sounds like the usual.
Yep, it's gonna be the usual stuff. There may be a New Year's Eve stream too, if people are actually like, if people are like what I think are gonna do what they're gonna do. I'll do the same thing I did last year. Stellaris. Stellaris. All right, everybody. It's been fun. I've been Spike. There's been Kura. There's been Hergelman. There's been Lard Teammaker. There's been Reese's Castus. This has been The Game Won't Play Itself. I don't have any music to go out on. I'm just gonna do the thing I photoshopped for you guys. Boom. I did that. That's a thing. It's cool. I'm learning how to Photoshop. I will find some music quickly for everybody to listen to. And we will just go out here. Nope, no music. We're just going to end it like this. Bye, everybody.
Bye.